I'm Barb. Welcome to my craft studio. I have a haul to share with you today. I went to Hobby Lobby, Dollar Tree, Target, and Meijer. And it's not going to be in any order because, like I said, I've been through it once already. So it's not going to be in any order. I should be able to at least remember where I bought certain things. These first few items were on clearance at Hobby Lobby. I bought these stars. The popsicle banner. They didn't have a whole lot of 4th of July. I did ask my daughter to go to the one on the other side of town, and she says, sure. I said, I know they had some fall things that the other store didn't have, and I think they probably will have more 4th of July stuff left, which they didn't have a lot, but I think they had more than my other store did last week, so it was the right choice. And then I bought this pack of strawberries. At first I didn't see them. My daughter says, is that them? And I said, yeah. She goes, they almost look like, what'd you say, beets? She goes, they don't have the little like dots. I said, well, I see they've got the little dimples. I might take one and like just take a Sharpie and add the little dot in and see if it looks more like a strawberry to me. If it doesn't, I'll have only done one, and no big deal. Like I said, they're going to be mixed together. I bought this at Target. The patriotic stuff was all 50% off, and this was part of that line. Though to me, this is not overly patriotic, so I could use this all summer. I'm going to see if I can find a way to hang it using command hooks above the garage, because there's not really a place to do it above our front door because it's got like a little roof over it. So I'm going to try it there. I bought this dough bowl. It was 40% off. It was regular $29.99. Just going to see what it ended up at 40% off. $17.99, which I didn't think was too bad. They had one that was a little bigger than this, but I thought this was plenty big enough. I've seen, I cannot think of her channel name. I was hoping it would come to me. If I remember, I will look it up and I will tag her in the description box. She does videos of how she decorates her tiered trays and her dough bowls. So if you're interested in stuff like that, she's one of my favorite tiered tray decorating channels. I bought this. They call it a wood riser. It kind of looks like a beehive. I'm going to put that away for my bee decor next year. I did buy the little ceramic honey pot. The wood riser was $5 from the Target Bullseye Playground, and this one was $3. I'll just use it for decor. I won't use it for honey. I bought this on clearance at Hobby Lobby. It was regular $15.99. So on clearance for $5.44. I thought he was cute. Hubby liked him too, which is one reason I picked it up, because Hubby says, oh, I really like this one. So it's like, how much is it? And he's looking up. He goes, oh, it's only $5.44. That's not bad. So I said, okay, we'll get him. And then at Dollar Tree, I picked up a couple of cutting mats. I 3-hole punch these on the side, and I use them at the back of my spinders. I'm in my scrap rack and in my binders. Compared to Tiffany's dividers, they're shorter this way, and they're longer this way. So these work good for dividers if you're always at home. Otherwise, Tiffany's offer more protection because they're bigger than the 12 by 12 sleeves, so they really offer more protection. But I always use these at the back of each spinder because I don't want to waste the tab divider on that. When I first got my scrap rack, I used a lot of these as dividers because I just slowly replaced them over time so that I had more protection on it. But like I said, I don't travel with mine, so that's not quite as important for me. At Meijer, I picked up some white spray paint and some red spray paint. I need the red for a project I'm working on. And the white, I have the welcome signs that I like, what do they call them? I think they call them leaners, but I put mine on a stand. But sometimes when it's windy, the stand wants to blow, so it needs something to weigh it down. A few of them I've made decorative pots to put on there to weigh them down, but sometimes I just put my bricks there. But I wanted to paint the bricks white so they blend in more with the sign so they're not as noticeable. So that's why I picked those up. Also at Dollar Tree, I picked up a couple of scoops for the litter because we got a new cat. Hobby Lobby 4th of July clearance. I picked up two. I already have these, and I chose this color because I thought they would be easier to paint and use for other occasions. I like having the little ladders with my tiered tray, and I know they won't have Halloween ones because Hobby Lobby doesn't do Halloween. It's against their religion. So I'll do that. And the fall ones I bought, none of them really spoke Thanksgiving to me, so I'll probably use a couple for Thanksgiving. I thought I probably should have bought more of them just so, like, for winter I could have used them. But if there's some left at the end of other seasons, I can always buy more. These were the fall ones, so these were 40% off. I bought this one. This one, oh, the orange one says Pumpkin Patch. The kind of natural one says Sunflower Fields. The red one says Apple Orchard, and another natural one. I'm surprised they didn't go more brown, but there's two natural ones. It says Hello Fall on a pumpkin. See, to me, these are just fall. They're not really Thanksgiving. So I'd like to do... I wonder if on the other one, if I have a little... if the little pie-shaped clothespin I have is too big. I'll have to check that from Dollar Tree if they have other ones. Because I'd like to do one with kind of pie on it for Thanksgiving. I bought, these ones were 66% off because they were from the spring line. I'm probably going to make them into little stands. They could lean, but I'll probably make them into little stands by using the Dollar Tree tumbling tower blocks. This one says Easy Peasy Lemon Squeezy, and this one says Squeeze Today. I'll use the lemon stuff for my summer decor, which I'll be changing to probably in the next week or so. I bought the pumpkin pie and pumpkin spice latte. I bought the apple one last week. I was looking at the little, like, farmers market stands because they had a sunflower one, an apple one, a pumpkin one, and then they had one that was like pumpkin spice latte that had the latte and the pie on it, which I know I want that one, and I couldn't remember if I'd bought it. So I'm like, I said I need to take all my fall stuff and take pictures on my phone so that when I'm at Hobby Lobby, I can look and say, oh, got that one, or nope, don't have that one yet. So that's the plan. I've done that before with Dollar Tree or Hobby Lobby stuff. couple more things from Hobby Lobby. I bought this bee, again, part of the spring line, so it was 66% off. I thought that was cute. The bees I use, I know some people use them for summer. I use them for spring, so I've already done my bee decor and it's already put away. I bought these little spoons because I figured I could use these on any tray. So these are kind of a multi-occasion item for my tray for me. I think the rest is Dollar Tree. I bought this, hubby wanted this, the But First Cat magnet, so I need to bring that upstairs and put on the refrigerator. I bought this little, it reminds me of a cutting board, like, or I can't say that word, charcuterie board. I'm sure I butchered that. I know I butchered that. But I thought it'd be cute to just kind of decorate in kind of a neutral manner and use on tiered trays. Though I'm thinking afterwards, if I find more of these, I might buy one because I think it would be cute to do one for pie for Thanksgiving. So I might buy more of those. I bought 3 cat dishes because new cat. I bought 2 packs of the tube confetti. They had one other pack that I really loved. Kind of had almost like a turquoise blue. But that bag was all broke open. I can't remember what the other 2 colors were, but the blue was my favorite color, and there was hardly any of it left because it was broke open. And it was the only pack they had left. So I'll just have to wait and see if I can find that one again. And that's something I'll probably take a pic of too, so I remember what colors I bought, because this stuff will last a long time. I bought some of the Most cookies. I love these. I shouldn't be eating them. So actually this is perfect because there's only 4 cookies in there, so I can stretch them out and have it as a treat without going overboard on them. Bought these because my daughter said, oh, this is the size that the laser light, she's got a few laser lights that do just the dot. I think we actually gave them to her. They were from our cat. And I'm like, we didn't think we were ever going to get another cat. We changed our minds. I should have waited to get rid of things till after I knew, but I gave it to her. So she's like, she doesn't like those ones. She only likes the shaped laser lights. She goes, she's spoiled. So she said, so I'll give you those back. But she goes, they probably need new batteries. So we picked up those at Dollar Tree. And I think that may be it. Oh, at Target. This was on clearance. It's a Room Essentials Trio planter. I bought it because I'm going to try growing some cat grass, wheatgrass, whatever you want to call it. Some catnip. And I think I have like a mixture that's good for cats. So I figured I could plant the trio in there. I'll probably leave it downstairs till it gets growing, and then I'll find a place to put it for it. And then I bought some potting mix that was also on clearance. Yeah, we bought a new cat yesterday. She had been in the shelter for like 95 days. She's the sweetest thing. I don't know how she wasn't adopted before. I think mainly because people go for kittens. She's 2 years old. We kind of, when we were kind of looking at the different cats, and they said there was somebody in the second room we went in. I think they had at least 3 rooms full of cats. I said, can we open the cage and let her out? And she goes, oh yes. She goes, we prefer you interact with them. So we opened it. As soon as we opened her out, she started rubbing against our legs and wanted to be petted. And I'm like to hubby, I'm like, do you want to go to the 3rd room? Or he goes, I think we found our cat. I said, yeah, I kind of thought so too, but I didn't want to say, oh, this is her, without, even asking. So that's Kevin went. Her name was Esmeralda at the shelter. We've renamed her. We named her Ella. He didn't really like the name Esmeralda. I could have went either way on it. I like Ella better. We were actually talking to him. He goes, I don't really know what to name her though. And I'm thinking, I said, what do you think of Ella? I said, it kind of reminds me a little bit of a shortened version of Esmeralda. So not so long, but maybe, I don't know if she knew her name or not. It's hard to tell with cats. But because I like that. I like it. I like the name Ella. So Ella she is. I will try to post some pictures of her at the end of this video. She's just a sweetheart. I mean, my daughter came over to see her today, and she goes, she goes, wow. She goes, because I wasn't in the room when she went in there. My hubby was, but she wasn't. And she goes, I got down on the ground and I kind of said, Ella, and I just kind of patted, and she goes, she walked right over me and she climbed on my lap, and like, she goes, she's not scared at all. I said, no, she does. I said, she seems fine. I said, she was a little apprehensive last night, but we had a storm come through, and I think it was the storm that scared her more than being in a new place. She kind of went underneath. There's a metal stand in there. I used to put my crickets on it, but now we store snack food in our TV room in there, and she was hiding underneath that. And when she come out, she was like really low to the ground, but it was thundering, and I think she just was a little worried about the storm. So I said, she seemed fine other than that little bit of time. I said, she's went into we have an IKEA entertainment center. It's kind of reminiscent of the Calyx. I think it was called Lapland, but it has the cubes like that are the same size as the Calyx cubes. I actually have a Calyx unit sitting next to it to expand on the cubes. I put seasonal decor in, but she found one. There's a couple that have stuffed animals in it. She crawled back in there and laid among the stuffed animals. So she made herself at home. I said, I think they kind of remind her a little of the shelter, except she can come and go as she wants out of them. Right now we're keeping her confined to that room, but I think Saturday we're planning on going to the movies. But I think after we get back from the movie, we might just open it up and let her go more. I'm hoping to get in here tomorrow, because I didn't get anything done today because he had a doctor appointment early, and then we did a bunch of shopping and went out to lunch and tried to get her vet appointment arranged because they needed all the paperwork, and I couldn't get it to send through the email. Finally they got it. She goes, yes, we got it. She goes, it took me a while to get it unzipped and all that. I said I tried sending it without zipping the pictures, and it kept bouncing back to me saying it couldn't be accepted in that format. So I decided to try just putting everything in one folder, zipping it, and then attaching it and sending it. And as I said, as soon as I did that, it went through. So evidently it just didn't like that many photos, because I said I wasn't sure which ones you needed, so I just decided I was doing pictures of them all. I figured then I was better safe than sorry. But I do need to email the shelter too, because I noticed they have our old phone number on the list, so I need to do that. But I think she's going to be a nice addition to our family. She's a real sweet cat. I was going to call her kitten, but she's not a kitten, which I think is probably why she wasn't adopted, because I think people go for the kittens. She had came in as a stray, and I'm not sure whether they said she was pregnant with kittens or whether or came in with a litter of kittens. It seemed like they said she came in with a litter of kittens. So once her kittens got old enough to be adopted out, which I believe they said all of them had already been adopted out. Said, they spayed her and microchipped her, because we checked her for a microchip and she didn't have one, so we microchipped her, and she's been ready to adopt and just hadn't had anybody take her. The one of the ladies who was there when we were in looking, she was in there when we first had gotten her out, and she's like, oh, she is a sweetie. She goes, I brought her home for a few days. And she said, because somebody adopted, showed the other lady in there, somebody adopted Joy today. Joy was a long-term resident too. She hadn't, I think she'd been there 50 some days, whereas Ella had been there over 90, like 95. So she's seen us going out to get back in line to finish the adoption, seen the paper. She goes, oh, did you choose? I said, we went with Esmeralda. And she says, oh, I'm so happy. She goes, my husband will be happy too, because if those two cats had lasted too much longer, I was going to adopt them myself. She goes, I'm glad they're going to homes. I said, I think we'll all be very happy. She'll be spoiled rotten with us, as all cats should be. I think all pets should be a little bit spoiled. But anyways, that's all I've got to share today. Like I said, I'm going to try to remember to post some pictures of Ella at the end of this. And thank you for joining me. I'll catch you next time.